Hello and welcome, my friends. It's Chris here, and I have an answer to your question. The question is, which hero should I buy? Before I get to that exact answer here, and I'll get to it very quickly, by the way, I want to let you guys know that I am not an Ironhide shill. I don't care what Ironhide thinks of me. I don't care about trying to sell any of these heroes or anything like that. This is all me trying to help you guys out and giving you the best and most correct answer that I possibly can about the heroes. So before I even knew that any of these heroes cost money, because I actually thought that most of the heroes were going to be free in this game, because on Steam, every single hero is free, so I would recommend you buy it on Steam if you can. But if you're coming from mobile and you're like, oh crap, Chris, there's only 4 free heroes, I kind of want to buy one more hero here. Okay, fair enough. Let's talk about it. So here's my answer. I'm going to give it to you in 3, 2, 1. That is the answer. Look at the numbers. These are the numbers that I've given in each of my individual hero review, where I go over the hero, their abilities, kind of show them off in a game really quickly, and then give them a final rating. All right, I officially rate them at the end. And this is before I do any of them even cost money. So this is not based on how much money they cost or anything involved with that. It's based on rating them against each other individually, as a whole, I guess. So I'm really ranking them against each other based on how much damage they do, how much survivability they have, how much strategic value they have, how cool they are, and how fun they are. All of that combined together is my rating. So you can easily kind of figure out which one you should go for. Now, I still don't know how much each one of these heroes cost, but I'm going to really put them in a bundle here. I'm going to guess these 2 guys are probably the cheapest. I'm guessing there's probably 2 more that are slightly more expensive, maybe $1 more expensive. I'm guessing these guys are probably $1 more expensive than that, if not all 4 of these are the same price. And then I'm going to say these guys are probably the most expensive, and that is all based on just me guessing. Okay, so you guys can let me know if I'm right or wrong about that. But any which way, these are, of course, the most expensive heroes in the game, so if you could only buy one hero, you want to buy Cosmere. It's as easy as that. Buy Cosmere. They are fan-freaking-tastic in every way, shape, and form. They are the best hero in the game by far, and they're a cool frickin' dragon. So that's that. Next, let's talk about the 4 free heroes here, and whether or not it's worth it to use any of them. So, first of all, Vesper's pretty average. He's pretty mid, kind of all across the board. Like, they really made him a very mid-ish hero. I don't know how else to put it. Like, he's just perfectly mid in every way, shape, and form. A little bit of attack, a little bit of defense, a little bit of abilities, a little bit of something. He's got a little bit of everything. It means he's a very average hero. I didn't really like Raylan. It doesn't mean she's bad that I gave her a low rating, but I didn't like her. I didn't like her style. I didn't like the way that I was playing with her, so I just gave her a bad rating. I would say, if you can, don't use her, but if you really like her, I'm not going to be like upset with you or anything. And that means we come to Naru. Naru is not only one of the best free heroes in the game, he's one of the best heroes in the game. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend you put Naru in your tower slot here. Use him the entire game here. All the abilities are awesome, but the main thing here is the Root Defender is really going to keep you in the game here, doing up to 44 true damage times 7 seconds worth of damage, plus the slowdown. You, can't freaking beat it, man. It's a great ability across the board here, and he's fast and quick, and he's a mage, so he does regular damage pretty high as well. The only real weakness to him is he doesn't die. He supposedly should die very easily, but I found that not even to be the case. He's got some other shields and stuff like that, so he doesn't end up dying very easily. Anyways, Naru is top tier. So you can easily take up a slot with Naru and not feel bad whatsoever about it. And then we come to Torres, who is also very mid, but in a mid kind of angry way. I don't like him. I don't like most of these, but I do like this. This is very, very, very nice. This is a very good ability. So when you have to take that into consideration, how good this is, it's one of the better ones in the game for sure. So I would say if you're going to go with this guy, it's all about this Wrecking Ball, and everything else is just kind of there because he's your hero kind of situation. And he also just basically can't die, so if you're really just not wanting to deal with him, that's the way to do it. So those are the 4 free heroes. It's an easy, easy, easy win for me. Use Naru. He's going to be your favorite hero in the game for a long, long time. And you don't need to buy anybody else in that scenario at all. You can use Vesper and Naru, or Naru and Torres, or even Naru and Raylan if you're really interested in some weird tanky action somewhere in the middle there. It's a very fair combo across the board here, because they do all different things here. 1 mage, 3 tank-ish types of people. And then we get to the paid heroes here. So I didn't like Anya. I didn't like her style because I felt like she was kind of confusing to use. I felt like the ability was cool, but not necessarily awesome. But the cool thing is she can't really die very easily. Like even if she does die, you just revive her. So, like, it don't really matter much. Grimson felt like they were trying to make a really cool hero, but he ended up just not being any stronger than he probably should have been. And also, his two abilities here that don't really make sense together are just kind of like irked me a little bit, like the wrong way. Like, no, I don't like this very much because you have to lose health, but we're gaining health to make it work. So it was weird. And then you randomly get to Broden here. And Broden ends up being freaking rock solid. By the way, he's my only hero that I don't have to level up to level 10, but I have it on a different play thing. So I have played with him a lot, actually. And he's got everything. The only thing he can't do is block. But other than that, he's not going to die. He's going to do a bunch of grouped abilities. His Griffins are freaking fantastic, but work differently than a lot of the other abilities as well. So I like Broden quite a bit. And then we get to Therian, which is basically Naru copy. Another mage hero that does a lot of damage. Has a pretty similar ability here, but it doesn't work in such a wide range. So I'd even put Naru possibly over Therian for ability, but other attacks are a little better than Naru's. So keep that in mind. These two guys are kind of the weird tanks, but this guy doesn't block anybody on the screen. So even though he's pretty tanky, he doesn't block anybody. So there's not really a point to it. He's just kind of a random throw him down and he'll do some random damage here and there kind of hero, which I find to be kind of sad. And then the Death from Above is really strong because it does, again, true damage, but it's going to randomly hit possibly the wrong guys sometimes here and there, and that's something you're just going to have to deal with. Warhead's ability is really cool to have this true damage blasting through guys and burning people and everything. And he also can be on the screen to block things, so he can be pretty fun to play around with and all that. But, I don't know why. I didn't really love him. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a weird personal thing. But I didn't really love him. I felt like all the abilities were fair and fine and kind of cool, actually, to watch. But I found him kind of annoying. I don't know how else to put it. So he's still going to get a pretty good rating here, but it's not like I loved him or anything like that. And then we get to the dragons. Lumineer is freaking strong, dude. They're strong. They're stronger than all of the other heroes here, but I didn't like the ability much. It does some true damage. It comes and goes really, really quickly. It's aight, but I didn't like the ability, which definitely made them get knocked down from a 9.5. Everything else, though, is really, really cool, and I really like the fact that we actually have a companion that helps the other hero, too, which is just cool. And this freaking amazing true damage, 540 true damage in one single hit. That's pretty cool, too. And lastly, we get to Cosmere. And the weird thing about Cosmere is that, again, I told you guys, if you're going to buy just one hero, you're going to buy Cosmere. Okay, it's just that simple. If you want somebody who's good and solid, you're going to buy Cosmere because they are the best. It's as simple as that. Cosmere does more damage than probably any other hero, and possibly 1.5 times more damage than any other hero in the game, easily. Okay, I don't want to say 2 times or 3 times, but some of the other heroes are probably pretty easily 3 times, 4 times, even 5 times more damage than these guys will ever do. So, like, when you look at it like that, when they can't die, they're doing multiple times more damage than other heroes here. It gets kind of wild to not pick this guy as your hero. So, that's kind of where I've got to leave it for today, guys. If you disagree with me in any way, shape, or form, that is fine. I completely understand. Let me know in the comments below what I got wrong, or what I have a misstep about, or whatever, because obviously I am a person. I have my own opinions, and my opinions are not facts. Okay, so if you disagree and you really, really, really think Warhead is way better than a 7.5, that's fine. Just let me know in the comments below. Let other people know so they can adjust their hero buying properly. Any which way, that is my final decision. If you're going to buy just one hero, buy Cosmere. If you're going to buy more than one hero, definitely consider Broden and Therian as your seconds, or Lumineer and Cosmere together. Of course, the 2 dragons combined together are going to be one of the best combos in the entire game here. They don't really have any weaknesses. So if you're willing to spend the probably, I don't even know what they're going to cost, $7 or $8 times 2 to get these guys, just do it. You're going to be happy with them. You're never going to be upset with them, but they might make the game a little too easy sometimes. That is something to keep in mind. They will actually make the game significantly easier on normal, even on veteran, and then on impossible, I think you can do the game without either of these guys, but I'd recommend playing with them anyways, and just kind of having fun with them, because it's kind of cool. So that's my official review. Let me know how I did in the comments below. Press the like button if you liked this one. Subscribe if you love my content, and of course, Thanks so much for watching, and have a super duper delicious day.